Oh yeah,
well.
sorry.
Because she kept saying that we have a copy of her termination letter. No, we don't. We never said that. Nowhere in that live did any of us say we have a copy of that letter at all.
Nope. Now other creators are saying that they seen a copy of it. That's not what they see. We don't have a copy of it. We never seen a copy of it.
What does that even matter? I'm trying to understand. Who cares? We all know she was
She,
terminated, right?
after all of this happened, she went on live that next day and said that she was going to sue us because we wasn't supposed to know what was in the termination letter. But if all of us are on the show as co-hosts on the show, of course we going to know what happens because we need to know what's the next step going to be to move forward with the show. So there's no way in the world that would have been able to not
Alicia,
know.
let this go. Alicia, let it go. You was wrong. I told you were wrong when we spoke about this. I told you I knew everything that happened. Let it go, okay? Because honestly, you got off easy. Like, you literally got off easy and you pressing it. You are basically doing what I Speak does to police at this point. You're antagonizing your victim. All your victims. And that's sickening.
I mean, honestly, that's the only reason why it even came out. Because she started getting on lives and lying. If she would have just not said anything, then nobody would have known. Like I said, I really didn't want to talk about it. But watching her, I mean, it's literally just her trying to get a new group of people around her so she can start doing what she did to us and every other group that she's ran through, you know? So, I mean, honestly, like the whole reason why it came out in the first place was because she couldn't keep quiet and, you know, oh, I got my show taken away. It got stolen, you know, come on. It's just, like I said, it's not even a comfortable thing to talk about, but I mean, and then just that live the other day, it just, that was a perfect example of what I'm talking about. She's just throwing things to see what sticks, to try to get a rise out of people, to try to get people to, you know, curse her out, which, I mean, Peggy and Red did do that, but they were warranted. You know what I mean? And but she's trying to get a rise out of people.
I don't condone that type of shit at all, though. Red, I'm sorry. Her speaking on your children or your son, that's sickening to me, and it's pretty much a slap in my face. Seriously.
No, I hear you. And I mean,
it's slap beneath his face as well. Like you want to come for me, but everybody that you were friends with at one point in time, regardless if you guys were best friends or just associates, have autistic kids. So the fact that you spoke on mine thinking that it was going to be okay was weird. Like, you can be mad, but at the end of the day, we're all going to be in the same space because we all have mutuals. Like, that's where it all started from. You feel like we're following you around, but Sobe's my mutual. You were mad at me because I came in my mutual's life. That's weird.
It's like when I saw Sobe live, it was just him up there. Usually if it's someone else, they'll have like the little things behind it or something like that, the other pages behind it or something. And the fact is, no one is following you. I go into Sobe's live when he's live with other people. Like, what the heck?
Literally no one is following her. It's the same for me as well. I went in there simply because I'm a mutual of Sobe, and that alone was just ridiculousness. And to try to constantly antagonize Red to try to take her out of her character, that will never happen. Red is a million times smarter than you will ever be, Alicia. And if you come for her, we all gonna come for bat for Red. We not playing no games when it comes to our family.
But here's the main thing, though, right? And this is for any of the people that are dumb enough to still believe her. There's a video on Niecy's page where we had a meeting with her after all of this stuff happened. If you watch the video of her speaking, she admits what she did. She admits it. She says in 4K, I should have been able to tell. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. She says, but I should have known. I should have read the writing on the wall. And I even brought it up. Like when she tried to turn everybody against me, I even brought it up and I said, look, the only two reasons why you would have done that is either A, because I didn't go with your advances the way that you wanted me to, or B, you were too lazy to do work and you just wanted everybody else to keep doing the work for you. And that's the truth. She didn't know she was being recorded. If that wasn't what happened, she was there. She could have said plain as day. Cause I mean, how long was that recording? Like 15 minutes of all of us talking?
Oh, that was 45 minutes.
45 minutes, whatever it was. I'm sorry. Yeah. But the point is that if any of the stuff that we were saying wasn't true, why wouldn't she have said it when we were having that meeting that she didn't know was being recorded? She could have said right then and there, hey, that's not what happened. That really didn't happen. No, she didn't do any of that. She was, I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad friend. I really got to look at myself, and people don't like me because of how I am to them. And this, like she was quote unquote taking accountability in that video that Niecy's got it on her page. And, it's like, it's right there in 4K. Unless she's trying to say that that's like an AI robot or something and it's not really her and those words aren't really coming out of her mouth, there's no way around that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around that. And now the only thing she's doing now is just, again, people that are either they're ignorant to the situation, that's nobody's fault because not everybody's going to see everything. So sometimes there's people that are ignorant to a situation and they don't know any better, and they'll fall for, she's going to say, oh, they did this to me or they did that to me, and people don't know the story. So it's like, oh, okay, well, dang, that's really messed up. She's just trying to build another group back so she can scam and who knows what else.
Can I add something else as well? Because she keep on running around saying it was a sex show, and since it was a sex show, like, how did she make us uncomfortable? Just because we have a sex show, and hold on, Aiden, and we're talking about that is given, we're talking about information and all of that. That doesn't give you a right to sexually harass people on the show, because that's not what we signed up for. You can't correlate those two because it doesn't make sense. You can't sit up and say it was a sex show, so that gives you the reason to do it and violate people's boundaries. It doesn't.
I tell you what.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna talk to Stephanie, and I'm gonna talk to you guys, and we'll talk offline about it. But I want to give it another go if we can, because I don't want to talk about sex because I don't know. It was always weird when Alicia did that around on the red light special stuff on live. Y'all know that how uncomfortable that shit made me feel. But like I said, I don't want you guys to ever think I wasn't standing by y'all though.
Thank
You
you.
good, man?
We're
I
not
do
looking
have
for
one
another
more
show
thing
though.
to say though.
Good.
I have never sexually harassed Con.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
She said it
That
on
was one of the
Sobe's
things she
Live.
said. Yeah.
She said, well, you sexually harassed Khan and made him feel uncomfortable. That's why I handled you the way that I handled you. You're lying. Like,
Now,
don't
let me tell
you?
let me tell what happened. Let me tell what happened. Okay, so it had nothing to do with Red harassing me. We were in a Zoom talking about the show. Now, whether she wants to admit it or not, sometimes Red interrupts, and she kept interrupting me. Maybe she didn't hear me, but I shushed her. And she got upset that I shushed her. That's where the argument started. It wasn't nothing to do with any kind of.
Double D, don't come in here with your shenanigans.
It
Sit
did.
down and enjoy.
Oh my God, butterfly in the sky. But it didn't have
Lord,
nothing
don't
to
get
do
Khan
with
off track. Lord,
it,
don't
it,
get him off track.
it didn't have anything to do with Red harassing me. It was that I shushed her, and she didn't like being shushed. So then we started going back and forth, and Alicia got on Red. That's what happened. There wasn't no Red harassing me. That's what I'm saying. She started. This has been going on for a little bit, and I hear pieces, I see pieces, little bits and pieces here and there of her saying different things. And same thing, she said that me and Niecy used to flirt. You know what she considered flirting? I teased Niecy about her forehead, because Niecy would dip out of the camera and you could only see her forehead, and I'd be like, "Oh, you got a nice forehead there. Look at that forehead." That, I mean, maybe there's some kind of really odd kink out there where foreheads are a thing. But for me, I'm just teasing my
If that was the
friend.
case, Derek would be pulling all the ladies. Derek would
That's
be
what I'm
all-
saying, right? You were just making fun of dude's forehead, right? So it's not. There's nothing flirtatious about that. That's not like it's teasing. It's joking, you know. But that's it. She just tossing things out. And then she said, what else she said? She said in that live the other day, she's like, "Oh, you think every woman wants you?" Like, no, where do you even get that from? Like, it was just random nonsense. And then, oh yeah, well, you know, you're always talking about how all the women want you. When? Show me a clip of me saying all the women want me. When have I ever said anything like that? What I have stated is in the past I've had problems that weren't really SH. I got to watch my verbiage on TikTok. They weren't really SH. They were more kind of just like harassment. That happened a couple times. And Blaze, you remember that it was one of your lives. I was in the box and the girl popped up and she had already tried to slide in my DMs and I said no. And then she popped up and shot in the box.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Con. That's a couple times that's happened in my lives.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I can't keep up no more with you.
And then there was another
I
one
started
that,
to pimp out Khan on the side, just let y'all know.
hell no.
Lord, don't say that. You know.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Khan's gonna make a mountain man OF.
No, I'm
Chopping
not.
wood and frying
No, I'm
bacon.
not. Don't listen to them with this nonsense. I'm not doing any of that stuff.
$4.99. $4.99.
No,
Hey, Miss Marie.
but
Miss Marie is in the building, y'all. Just want to say that. Go ahead.
I mean, it was like she just started like throwing out random things, and that's the problem. What's been happening is, again, either people are ignorant. Ignorance just means you don't know something. It doesn't mean you're stupid, dumb. You're ignorant to what is going on. You're hearing this the first time from her. Oh, dang, that was really messed up that they did you like that. You know what I mean? People don't know the story. That's why I was in there the other day. I was like, you know, okay, here we go. You know, and that's exactly what she's been doing. She'd pop into, at first, it was okay. She was popping into people's lives and she was saying, I don't want to talk about it, and would talk about other things. Like, cause she did it in, I can't remember, a couple different bigger creators' pages. And it was like, okay, well, in my head, I'm thinking, all right, well, she doesn't want to air herself out, so she's just not going to talk about it. Cool. I'm not going to talk about it either. But then she couldn't help herself. You know what I mean? And that's when I was like, fine. You really want to air yourself out? Then go ahead. I got you. So,
Let me say, for her to sit up there and try to tell them that's not to be white. You wasn't complaining when we had that show when we was doing work while they was doing your work. You wasn't complaining then about them being white.
yeah, I was being called white in that live for some reason. I'm
For
confused.
the record, Khan isn't white. For the record, Khan is not white.
I am white. I'm very much so white, but I'm
Red.
cool. I'm
For the
cool.
record, Red is white. She's stating for the record that she's white. Nobody cares.
I've never denied it. So you throwing that at me is doing what? Yes, I am. And your point is what? And these are white hands, not brown hands, for the record. Okay. She told me my middle fingers and my name were brown hands.
But that's what I'm saying though. Look, what happened? What happened was, okay, these people are in here. I'm wrong. I know, and I'm talking from her point of view, right? I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. I don't want to get into a debate with them about what happened. So let me just start throwing out random insults and claims to upset them. And that's all it was. That's literally all it was. Because I'm
And just yeah, no. They all thought I was
from
white.
Venezuela.
So, yeah, no.
I'm from Venezuela, so I mean, if that's now magically white, then okay, it's news to me. But whatever.
Right.
But I mean, I didn't get mad about it because I knew. Hey, stop giving me coins. Double D, is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Cut it out.
She just wanted to be, like I said, she came in here with her shenanigans.
Well, the reason she called me Dominican, the reason why she called me Mexican is that it's just like you know how a lot of the racist white people do it. There's like anybody that's from Latin America, they just call Mexican. It's it's almost like there's nothing wrong with being Mexican either. You know what I'm saying? But like you talk to a lot of racist white people, and they'll be like, "Oh, the Mexicans." Blah, 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 blah. You know, no, I'm from South America, Venezuela, and she knows that, but she's just trying to get under my skin, and that didn't get under my skin. It don't matter to me. Like you could say that kind of nonsense to me, it's not gonna make me mad. And none of the women up here were mad either until she started talking about Red's kid, and then it kind of turned into a free for all. So
Because you don't do that no matter what. We never spoke ill on your kids and will never do that ever because we love them regardless of who their mother is. But that was just very uncalled for, and to make like different sounds and stuff, like that's just
I'm actually glad I have not heard this audio yet, because that's disgusting, Alicia. It really is. It really is.
well, like I said, she was trying to jab at different people. You know what I mean? And she's trying to find some way to get at everyone that was there. So she was just one thing at a time. You know, oh, you did this, or you said that, or oh, y'all are white people, and it's like, hold on, you literally, like, she straight up called me up and asked me, will you be on the show? You know what I'm saying? So if me being Venezuelan was a problem, then why did you ever call me to be on the show in the first place? If Red being white was a problem, why did you ask her to be on the show? And when she was able to use everybody, it didn't matter. Race didn't have no bearing on nothing, because Red was doing all kinds of work behind the scenes because she couldn't, she lives in the past on the West Coast, so she's hours behind everybody else. She was doing all kinds of, the running the Instagram page, the Facebook pages, all that stuff, making the videos. When she was doing that, there was no problem. But as soon as it's like, okay, well, we're not cool anymore. Oh, now she's just a white girl. And now I magically turned into a white man too. Damn, I wish that I could have told all the police that when I lived in Florida, like, no, man, I'm really white.
I promise you it wouldn't have worked for you.
I know.
It wouldn't have worked for you. You got your ass beat, man.
I know. I'm being facetious.
They'd be like, oh, you white, huh? Okay.
But I mean, when everything was going good, it didn't matter. And now it's like she even has something negative to say to Pagan. Like, what the hell did Pagan ever do to you except try to help you out? And then you milking it. And here's another thing. To anybody that's listening that doesn't understand this, why she's being called a scammer too. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But after we started having problems and we started talking to each other without her around about the problems that were going on, it got brought up about people giving her money for bills. And then I was on the phone with one person who's not here, but I was on the phone with a person and they said, well, yeah, I paid their light bill or something like that. It was a light bill or... yeah, I think it was a light bill.
Yeah, it was a light bill.
And then it turns out that somebody else paid that same light bill, and then somebody else that's not here either paid money into that light bill. So she basically triple dipped. Now, think about it. If you say look, I'm not gonna hate on anybody that's like, I need help. Can my friends help me? And somebody says, yeah, I got you. Fine with me. That's fine. But then if you hit another friend up after that bill is paid and you tell them that the bill is not paid and you need that money, you're scamming. That's scamming your friends. And the fact that she got so many people for so much money, I mean, that's just the fact, like it's one thing to scam people that you don't know. It's a whole different type of bottom feeder that scams their friends, that scams people that are trying to help you because they care about you, that you have a relationships with. That's just, there's something wrong there. You know what I'm saying?
And then for that same person to question friendship. Oh, my friends would have never done that. Well, if you were our friend, you wouldn't have did the bullshit that you did either. But, I mean, we came to it. We're not a group of people that likes drama. We'll watch it, but we're not going to go out and just drama. That's not what we do. And to say that we wanted fame and all this, what fame are we chasing with her?
Yeah, okay, that's another part I forgot.
What platform
That's what bothers me. Is
she said that she gave us all a platform. Or she gave us our platforms.
Wow, are you
on
serious?
TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok? Because I was about to say she was giving that. Never mind. Go ahead, y'all.
But she said that she gave us all platforms, and that's why we even have any platforms. Well, first off, Niecy already had a lot of followers, a lot of likes. None of us are like giant creators or anything, but this is my third account. I'm sorry, my second account was a lot bigger than this one. And this is before I met anybody, the second account. And she's acting like, she brought us on. I met Blaze before I met her. So I don't know what she's talking.
Well, we didn't meet. I watched Blaze before I knew her. I was introduced to her because of Blaze when he was going back and forth with the other person. Like, that's how I found her.
I found Blaze because of all the videos he used to do. Y'all remember? I don't want to say it, but y'all remember the thousands of videos he had. I remember going
Go
through
ahead, you can say
all of
it.
them.
Y'all don't have to be
The
censored
corner
over here.
videos. The corner videos of the hoodie. The classics. The
I
classics.
was like, why is
When
this
he
man
was
sitting in
down
the
in the corner
corner?
and he would
Let
pop
me
back
hit
up. This
follow.
you? All right. Take
Wagging
the
the
L when you
finger,
leave.
wagging the
Yo,
finger at the screen.
That
Yeah.
seems so long ago. So long ago.
that Thursday, them videos, those are bangers, I'm telling you.
The first time I
Right?
saw one, I was like, what the hell is he doing in this corner? Follow. Immediately.
No,
But
the ones where he would be off the screen, then pop up out of nowhere. You see that? Yeah, the finger too.
yeah, the waving the finger. Yeah. But I
It
mean
was
that
all so simple back then. It was all so simple.
oh yeah. But I mean that's why most everybody came around anyway. When she didn't bring anybody on or give anybody anything. Like if anybody gave, we all gave to her. Now I didn't come out of pocket for her, but I gave her my time. And with the show, I always said from the jump that I didn't want any money. I was just doing it to help her. I believe Nisi and I can't remember who else said like later on down the road. Yeah, after it gets built up, then they'll take their piece or whatever. But I never wanted any money or nothing. So I mean, I gave her my time, and so did everybody else time. And then on top of that, most everybody else. There's people that aren't in this box right now that were in and out of the Zoom that she got money from too. So it's not just us. And that's the main thing right there is anybody that's like platforming her or backing her or anything like you're basically giving her a way to create another scenario for all of this stuff to happen again. And it's never a good thing, you know what I mean? It's never a good thing to do that. Like when somebody when like if it was a question of if this actually happened and is going back and forth, whatever, okay, fine. But you got the proof out of her own mouth on a video on Nisi's page, her admitting to it. There's no way around that. So if people know that she's guilty of what she did, you know what I'm saying? The best thing anybody could do is honestly stay away from her, because there's no good coming out of that at all. She's gonna either use you for your time, your money, or worse.
I do, like I said, I do feel bad. I really wish I'd have stayed around and did the show with y'all. Because like I said, I don't think all that shit would have went down if I was there. I don't know. I feel bad. I should have been there.
Hi. I see your comments, but
I creep. I creep. Hey.
Oh, my bad. I don't really. I'll glance at comments and then I kind of just go.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. I miss comments all the time.
Yeah, my bad. Hi, I creep.
My bad. I see you, I agree.
And hopefully we'll be able to try it again, and it'll be much better than the last time. I swear, because I enjoyed a few of those episodes, and I didn't get to catch them much because I was always doing something. But it was good to see y'all, and y'all look like y'all were having fun. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was there.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun for a while. It was good times.
But she started getting weird, and then it just became like it did a good job. When she started getting weird, it just wasn't fun anymore.
We might try it again with Double D. I don't know. I think I might give it a crack this time. I just think it would have been better if I was there, and I don't know where Alicia fell off and what happened. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea because, like I said, I wasn't speaking to Alicia then. I would just let her do her show, and I was proud of her actually doing something for herself and being great. But obviously that didn't work out. So I feel kind of responsible for that.
Well, see, I mean, the whole time that was going on, right? You're saying you was proud of her and everything. She would just show up for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was doing all the work. Everybody else was doing all the work, the ideas, the questions. Niecy had a whole damn thing of notes. Red's doing all the digital stuff in the background. Hell, I even ran one of the Facebook pages.
It was like that with the page. Alicia didn't really do too much of anything. I mean, she would handle the lives and talk on live most of the time, but she didn't really like deal with the content or anything like that.
Well,
I mean, we could have seen from jump, because she kicked a lot of people out of the group when they said that they wouldn't be able to be on the show. We were just blinded at that point, because there was a few people who couldn't be on the show, and she pretty much kicked them to the curb. But you live and you learn, and
yeah. That's what I was thinking myself. I really wish I'd have stuck around, but a lot of other things wouldn't have transpired the way they did as well. But like I said, I'm sorry she ruined that for y'all. Like, when I found out about this, and keeping it to myself was hard, because she's supposed to be, I think, the day after Petty's live, and I told her I know exactly what happened. And she tried to tell me, no, they're lying. I don't want to hear that, Alicia. I know exactly what happened. And you ain't going to lie to me. But it ain't my story to tell. That's why I never spoke on it.
And can I add one more thing? And I'm done after this. But none of us up here who's on this panel has said anything about her or who she has been with or who she has gone with. When we broke up, we broke up. When nobody speaking on that, we didn't care. So the fact that she's trying to run around and say we was the ones to put that out there, that is completely false, because it did not come from us, and she knows exactly who it came from, but it wasn't us.
Yeah, see, I don't even know really any about that.
All that. So
I wasn't even around. I kind of took a break from TikToking for a little bit.
I mean, there was a live about it on No Cry Zone's page, so just in case people forgot, that had nothing to do with this.
But I mean, Blaze, I appreciate you not talking about it, because I did hit him up privately and told him what happened, and he didn't say anything, because I said I didn't want, I don't want to talk about it. And see, that this is what's weird, right? Because I've seen multiple people say that, well, why didn't this person say this, or why didn't they? I didn't want to talk about it.
Again.
Am I getting paid for it? I'll tell you what. If y'all want to interview, $599.99 plus tax per hour. I'll need it up front. And if you talk nice to me, I'll give you an interview, but that's it.
And it's weird that they are attacking the people that protected the victims and not attacking the predator. That says a lot about them.
No. I think what it is, it could have went that if they even would have come out and say, Double D not saying you would ever do it, or Stephanie not saying you would ever do it. If they were to come out and say, oh, Alicia did this, this, and this, nobody, this is just what this person did, then they would have saying, well, why would you guys come out and say that? You're a business. Why are you even telling us this? It's just that these people want to find something to go against with us. and it doesn't make any sense. Double D and Stephanie did what they were supposed to do. We don't need to keep reiterating that to the people that's clearly not getting it, because they're gonna want to tear apart anything that's being said. And I watched one of those videos from when we originally did it, and it's like, who are y'all? I don't know what sense of number that you have to reach on TikTok to where you think that people owe you something. We owe you answers. Why didn't we come forward? We don't owe you shit. Now, no, please, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. We don't owe you shit. So why again do we have to come and tell you that this person did this? Just because it happened don't mean to know, it doesn't mean that we need to put it on the app. I guess if it didn't happen, TikTok, you got to tell everyone on TikTok something that goes on, or it didn't happen, or you didn't handle it correctly. Or why can't it just be a legal matter? I keep hearing that shit.
It's a legal matter now. It's definitely a legal matter now.
He can just go ahead and block me back, because he will never get unblocked on my side. Ever.
Oh, he blocked me a while ago. I'm like, I don't even talk shit on this page. I mean, what I do to you? But I mean, I'm cool.
It's just funny how they want answers from us, but I Speak can't even answer what happened at the Airbnb though. And it's been how long?
Double D,
and you
not too
still
much,
haven't answered that question.
Not too
So
much,
you
Miss
answer
Double
that
D.
question
Chill
before
out.
you ask us.
Not too much, Miss Double D. Chill out, okay? Chill out. I told you to chill.
I love you, baby mama.
Legal matter. It's an actual legal matter, and it was handled accordingly. Double D and Stephanie handled it from the jump.
Illegal.
Hey, and let me
on the people that got attorneys on retainer, and that ain't got to do with Cash App to get one.
Let me clear the other piece up, because
they already got it, and they were a business.
Alicia was saying that I called them and told them what happened. That's not true either. We were trying to fix all the problems from within without talking to anybody, any of the bosses. It didn't work. So then we all set up a meeting with the bosses and told them what was going on. As soon as they found out what was going on, they were like, nope, can't have it on the network, nope. And they took the actions that they should have taken. And that's that. There's no story behind it. Y'all are digging for treasure, and there's no treasure to be found. So
they found something. They found something. They ain't gonna like what they found, but they found something.
What sounds low?
They did exactly what real ass bosses do and handled shit legally,
Yeah, no cover up. I already know, because like I said, I knew about this when it happened.
And honestly, I ain't talking to any of the women talking about it, but any of you dudes who think that I owe you an explanation, or that I have to come and talk to you, you can always come and see me, and then we can have a private talk. But through TikTok, I don't play that game on TikTok. I don't stick my chest out. I don't act tough. But if you really want more answers, you could always, I mean, with your whole crew and everything, people all over there who want to know more answers. If it's dudes, y'all are free to come and visit, but you ain't going to like the end result, I'll tell you that. Not the women. I'm not talking to any of the women, so.
I will. Cuban, you can't question nobody when you're covering for Anthony Highland. Okay, you knew damn well what he did to Polisa. You and her had a phone call, and you're hiding and sticking up for him. Okay, so you can't question us about what we were and what we should have done. And now I'm done. Thank you.
I need them to start when Anthony finally tell people what happened that night at the Airbnb. Then they'd be allowed to ask some fucking questions. How about that? We still waiting on that answer. What happened?
Y'all hear my crickets out here?
However, like I said, I will do interviews for $599 per hour.
No, we don't hear
plus
him over
tax.
a kind loud ass voice.
I just want to say this, and then I think we're all mostly going to drop down. But for all the other people that are just trying to spawn like Pokemon in this shit and try to run with it to try antagonize myself, my family, and including also my other family, Tiffany, leave us the fuck out of your mouths. You're not involved. This is not something you need to get involved in. It's a legal matter. So mind your motherfucking business, because we're not trying to give you views or up your platform. Go ahead and do something else with your damn time.
That part. That
Because
damn
we've seen
part.
you guys. We just ain't saying nothing, but we see motherfuckers.
Oh, we see a whole lot, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, okay, we hoes and all this other shit. But I don't have a Cash App tattooed on my coochie, so no, not a hoe. Don't have a turnstile there either, where motherfuckers are just coming in and out. Don't have that either. But we are real ass people. We ain't here for no bullshit. None of those things. We're not. And to keep trying to say we need to hear this and this and that and come talk to me nicely. The fuck? No. Kiss my mama's ass.
Well, alrighty then.
I'll repeat again. Y'all could pay me $5.99 plus tax per hour. Payment up front. All you got to do is panhandle on TikTok for a couple weeks, and then you'll have the money. Boom. You ain't even got to pay for it yourself.
Thank you, Blaze. Thank you, Blaze.
Thank
for
Our platform is
Thank you,
your platform
Blaze.
anytime. Okay?
Thank you, Blaze. Go find me in the bio.
Also, when we get out, double tap the screen. I'm gonna need y'all to tap and share the live. And just so you guys know, also that $5.99.99 also includes Khan cooking bacon for his OF. That also.
Listen, we got too
No.
much of kind already, okay? No more.
No.
No more. God damn it.
Yeah,
Nah,
Cuban to the front. Just laying out, Cuban to the front.
I ain't cooking no
Don't
bacon.
bring that
No.
Klingon to the front. No, keep her back there.
Nah, I don't be
Keep her in the
cooking
back.
no bacon. I ain't got no OnlyFans. I don't have no Cash App in the bio. But if somebody does want to pay me $5.99, I do have a Cash App. It's just not in the bio. So if you want to throw me $600, I'll put the Cash App in the bio for a day.
Lucky I can't throw a damn tomato at him right now.
Thank you so much, Blaze, for having us up. And also, just before we go, Blaze invited us up to clear the air on this one. He invited us. We did not ask Blaze to come and talk about it. Before you get on your lives and start saying, oh, they talking. No. We were invited up. We were asked to come up. We didn't initiate.
And he didn't demand anything either.
Oh,
Because Blaze actually supports his supporters, unlike, other people.
Yeah.
That pay taxes on donations.
That part. I'm out of here. Thank you.
Right.
Good night, everybody.
Good
All right,
night.
thank y'all for coming.
Bye.
I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
man. Hey, you better have my fantasy football
Man,
ready.
go ahead.
man.
I knew you couldn't help yourself. You could not help yourself. You ain't gonna win shit this year. Guarantee you. So I'm glad we definitely got that out the way. Alicia, I swear to God, man, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's like a lot of my former mutuals on here then lost their mind. Hearing you speak on an autistic child, knowing what I've been through because somebody spoke on my autistic child, Alicia, is definitely sickening. Knowing it came from you, knowing you was my good friend, and you cared about Gabe. I know you did, but to hear you talk about another autistic child like that just means it's a whole slap in the face. I want to give appreciation to everybody that came up tonight and y'all speaking y'all story. And I stand with y'all. Like I said, I haven't really spoke on it, like had a whole live. So I definitely wanted to do that. And I'm sorry I didn't warn y'all first, but I appreciate y'all taking time out y'all day to come up and speak on it. Ms. Double D, thank you for coming in with your shenanigans, taking over the live. You always got to be with your extra stuff. Again, things are a legal matter now. according to Miss Double D, heavy on the legal. Hold the ass whipping on the side. I just want to say good night. I speak you a whole dumbass. And fuck you and good night, I speak.
But you on the